Chico, Delamar, Gino. The Morning Rush.
Your Kikay Barkada. The Morning Rush.
Monster Radio RX 93.1. And good morning, everyone.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
It is
gloomy.
Thursday. It is?
I don't know. It feels gloomy.
Maybe it is.
Operative word, feels.
No, for real. Like I said, I woke up relatively early today.
Yeah?
And then the first thought that crossed my mind was that, oh my God, the world is gloomy.
That might not have nothing to do with the
weather.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure a lot of people out there feel gloomy also. I was checking out Twitter. A lot of people are sad. So
Well, that might be because of the blackout.
what blackout? Oh, the information blackout?
Yeah.
SOPA?
Is it what it's called?
I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, SOPA.
SOPA.
I joined it.
Oh, did you?
So
How do you join it?
What exactly does it entail?
well for WordPress, it's they made it easy. They put it in settings. You just click on it, and then the whole thing will come out. Well, basically, it's an anti-piracy bill in the U.S.
Okay.
But then it's a little scary because
They
could
control
everything. So let's say, something as simple as, let's say, remember there was this landmark case of there was this kid. They were filming their kid dancing, and then there was a song in the background.
Okay.
And they were sued for copyright infringement.
Copyright.
It was just playing in the background. It wasn't even what the kid was dancing
That's dumb.
to. But, that's the thing. There's a lot of... It's not necessarily bad, but it could
Be used.
It could be used.
To control,
Yeah, to control a lot of things,
information.
yeah.
Yes. And they were saying it doesn't really stop piracy, but it could become a censorship issue
Yeah.
in the
Right.
future.
And the very foundation of the internet
Yes.
is not to be censored.
And it's
Right.
global because although this is a U.S. legislation thing, they were saying because most of us
Most of
anyway
us, yeah.
follow U.S.
yeah.
Where the U.S. goes when it comes to these things
Right.
is basically
Where we go.
where we go. If this happens in the U.S., it's not long before it happens everywhere else.
True.
So it's something that
So we could be banned, like for our rap-offs and stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's horrible.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So-
and even those people who sing to, let's say, Lady Gaga songs
like
on
cover
YouTube.
song.
Yeah, that could be.
And they were saying, let's say,
And do they have any idea how much revenue
going
they're
to-
gonna lose
And
for
they're going to kill,
the internet.
The internet.
And they were saying on Facebook and Twitter, Facebook and Twitter could clamp down on a lot of profiles because remember, if let's say they infringe, it's Facebook that will be lagot.
yeah.
So-
It's the
so
host.
they're gonna have to be.
They're going to be extra strict,
more vigilant or
so,
whatever.
before you can post stuff, and they were saying the websites that could be really in trouble would be like YouTube.
Yeah.
yeah.
And that stuff. So it's pretty big. And
Even on Facebook, because imagine how many people post YouTube videos on Facebook.
exactly. So it's something that you should really look into. Not so much that protest immediately, but get to know what's
being talked
going
about.
on.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Don't take one side just immediately.
exactly.
Yeah.
Because even Time Warner came out with it's very easy if you want to know about it.
Yeah?
They have like a one-on-one information thing. It's pretty
Oh,
huge.
nice.
Like if you wanted to, you send them an email, they bring you back all the information,
All the
that
information.
you might need.
Oh, I think I want that.
I think
Yeah.
Wikipedia also has one. Like they turned their page black.
Wikipedia
or something like that,
is off right now. Reddit is off right now. Those are the biggest ones.
Okay.
The others are actually, so if I'm not mistaken,
You know what would...
Time Warner is actually supporting it.
Supporting
Not the boycott, but the legislation.
legislation.
So it's a
Yeah.
huge debate right now. So I think it's pretty important that people get to know what's happening.
Wow,
Right.
there's so much going on the
Right.
internet.
Seriously.
Okay. All right, but today, what are we doing for the top 10?
Okay, today we are doing something that was sent in by Dance Empress. We are looking for the top 10 things to say
To a third party.
Okay, and here's the thing. It could mean many things, okay? Third party could mean...
Mapapamura ako nito. Mapapamura ako
It could
nito
mean
ngayon.
a kabet.
Yeah.
Somebody who's actually in a
mistress,
relationship, a mistress,
a
or
kept man.
Yeah. It could be a rival manliligaw. You're not together yet.
Yeah.
But
Could
there's
be
a
an
third
ex.
party.
Yeah.
It could be your current ex.
Yeah.
That could be a third party. Or it could be somebody who's making the moves on your boyfriend, girlfriend.
Yeah.
You're already together.
Basta mga
but then
epal.
it's just a third party.
Basta mga epal na masarap patukan.
Or according to you.
Yes.
Okay? Because
Yeah.
sometimes you're not with the girl or the
Sometimes
guy
you're
yet.
the epal.
Sometimes you're the apple.
Yeah, what if you're the kabit and then you really like this girl and then the girl has a boyfriend, then to you,
He's the third party.
He's the third
boyfriend
party.
is the
That's
third party.
true.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Actually, the four examples that I gave, if you find another situation outside of this
Set it up
that
for us.
counts as third party, please do so.
Okay.
Okay?
Work could be a
Wow,
third
I
party.
think this might be a bitchy
Right?
top 10.
Yeah.
Work could be a third party.
Any kind of third party.
Could
But then,
be.
yeah, yeah.
But we're looking more for
Like a message.
because someone
Yeah.
you want to say something to.
Yeah.
Like, okay. What if like it's a controlling boss?
Could be.
Right?
Could
Because that
be.
could still technically
But-
work
but
as
more
a third-
of-
more of like a
like a relationship.
Romantic.
Okay.
Because this is when it
Relationship
hurts
third
the
so yung,
most.
yung mga ano nga, okay. Yung mga masarap ng batukan na
Yes.
kain.
Exactly.
My name is Del. This is what's the hottest in the news
I
right now.
know.
Director Michael Moore is blocking his websites on Wednesday in the U.S. in an act of solidarity with bosses at Wikipedia.com who are protesting against proposed anti-piracy laws in the United States. The encyclopedia website is used by millions around the world on a daily basis, but it will go dark for a full 24 hours as a demonstration against the Stop Online Piracy Act and the Protect Intellectual Property Act, or SOPA laws, being considered by Congress. The proposals could see search engines and other content providers punished if pirated material is uploaded, and Fahrenheit 9/11 movie maker Moore agrees the laws would censor the internet, so he is shutting down his website as part of the protest. Okay, in a statement, he writes, and I quote, "I think we all knew that the powers that be would eventually try to kill the World Wide Web as we've come to know and love it. I'm sure it's just an accident that these bills are being proposed after a year where uprisings around the world were literally started on the internet. This is a scary device to use in power, and I'm sure they rue the day they allowed us to talk freely to each other."
You know, like in Cairo, remember?
Yeah, there
one
was
of
a
the first
blackout.
things they shut down was the internet.
The internet.
Actually, that was what pushed the upheaval more.
Yeah, they were saying Facebook
Yes,
actually
Facebook.
played a huge part in mobilizing the uprisings, and so
Because
they're
it's so easy to communicate with each other
exactly
through the internet.
and to spread information. You don't even it doesn't cost a thing. You know, you don't have to like.
And it literally spreads like wildfire.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine like a social networking site like Facebook. Let's just say an average Facebook user here in the Philippines at least has about 300 to 500 people.
Mhm.
You post one status.
Yeah.
That means let's just say half of that gets to see it. So let's
Exactly.
just say 150 people, and then out of that 150, let's say another half like posts it. So
Mhm.
how fast does information get just through social net? And that's only one site. Like what if you have
Exactly.
like Twitter and
You know, this is a very tricky law.
Yeah.
Because in as much as you don't want people to be censored
yeah.
for things like this, some people could use it to instigate as well.
Mhm.
That's true.
So, I mean, you could see both sides of the coin. And as far as I know right now, today, I don't know enough to say that I want to join one side over the other.
Mhm.
But I mean, our opinion leaders like Michael Moore, who exposes the truth to us,
Yeah.
with his films,
Yeah.
if he's siding on one, like in the
It kind
anti-piracy
of makes you
thing,
lean towards it.
it kind of makes you want to check out that side
Mhm.
first, right? So I don't know, like if you guys out there are like me, I don't know anything about this.
Mhm.
What website can we check out to know more about it? Like
Well,
you were saying?
Yeah, there's in WordPress, I guess if you check any word, like for instance, if you were to go to chicogarcia.wordpress.com, you won't see any of my posts.
Blog posts.
It'll just be
And
one
how can
page.
we live without them?
Right?
That's true.
And there's
The
just
horror.
there's just one page and there's a video there.
Okay, and that explains
That's
it.
the main video for the whole movement against it.
Against it.
It tries to explain in as simple a language as it can,
As
and with drawings and charts, and it sort of explains why it's dangerous.
I for one
For
want
them.
to check it out because I have no idea
Yeah,
what
there.
it means.
It should explain why a lot of people are against
Up
it.
in arms,
Why
yes.
it because on paper it's not bad.
Yeah.
But they were saying
It can be
if you were
misused.
really to a lot of the wordings are very vague, and in the future it could be used.
They can just cite it.
As instead of being anti-piracy, it could be a censorship issue.
Oh, okay.
So instead of just looking at material that's being used without the permission of the creators, it could actually be, censorship. And before
Yes.
you know it,
You can't
there are
say
so
whatever
many,
you want.
and the
That's
internet is
right.
not as free as we know it now.
Yeah.
And the reason why it's so great on the internet is because you could say whatever
Exactly.
you want.
Exactly.
And before you know it,
It's
you
really
can't
free.
say certain things on
Certain
the internet,
things.
so it becomes different. It's not
Yeah.
anymore the internet as we know
As
it.
we know it.
Yeah.
Ah.
It could be a good
And-
thing, it could be a bad thing.
But it's gonna be such a major change if it
It
does.
is.
Yes.
It is.
But something that will change something so big has to be looked at.
Exactly.
It has
And
to be examined.
examine it now
All
because this could become a law in
A
a couple
law.
of months.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you guys out there don't know what's being talked about, just like me, I have very minimal understanding of the issue.
Mhm.
Well, as far as we know, you can go to WordPress.
Yes.
If you want to check out Chico Garcia's website, his blog, you can't today.
You can. You will see it. Although for the others, it's 24 hours. On WordPress, if you activate it, it's just in the U.S. This is U.S. time,
Yeah.
8 a.m. to 8 p.m. So that's just 12
hours.
hours,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. All right. So if you want to know more, check it out. WordPress.com/Chico Garcia.
No, chicogarcia.wordpress.com. And then you'll see the video there
That explains
that
what's being-
explains everything.
All right,
Yeah.
there you go. That is the first newscast here on the Morning Rush. On a Thursday, you've got Chico, you've got Delamar, and Gino.
Let's just give you runners up. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, because there's really a lot. Wow. Okay, thank you to Dance Empress. You've hit a nerve. The top 10 things to say to a third party. Butter bye bye. Bye 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 bye.
Bye 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 bye
Butter baby.
bye 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 bye. But the bye 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 bye.
Butter baby.
Are you okay?
Gusto mong masampulan ng anti-epal,
Yeah.
Yeah, this is for like people outside of
Side.
the relationship trying to,
Epal. It is Epal. Yeah.
I'm here, nagpaparamdam. Number, okay, Targrod says, dyan ka na lang sa past where you belong. Bakit kasi po may present ka na naman?
Yeah.
Oo nga.
Why are you
Oo nga.
in the present again?
Bakit ba? Tapos ni.
Things
diba?
in the past should stay there.
That's right.
But sometimes,
Sometimes bumabalik-balik ka pa. Wala ka. Hindi ka
they
naman
make
kailangan.
a guest appearance eh.
Hindi ka naman kailangan. Tapos na panahon mo.
Okay lang yan. Okay
Diba?
lang.
I'm saying.
Ano ba? May pinagdadaanan ba kayong dalawa?
No, not at all. I'm just feeling for whoever sent that in.
And then
No, because sometimes talaga that happens eh. Hindi ko maintindihan bakit papasok-pasok pa kayo.
And then Camilo was saying, you're perfect for each other. Gardener ka. Ho siya. Aho. H-A-E.
Yeah.
H-A-E.
H-O-E.
Letter H.
H.
H-A-E.
Or a hose.
A hose. Kung plural. hose.
Plural. Hose.
Mad Matt Mark says, ang sweet mo naman sa girlfriend ko. Ang sarap mong buhusan ng maple syrup at budbura ng langgam na pula.
Hantik.
Kasi ang sweet mo eh. Ang sweet mo eh. And then Rai Rai says, halika, papicture tayong tatlo. Ako, ikaw, jowa ko. Tapos doon ka sa gitna para ikaw yung mamamatay.
Oh, because that's a belief.
Yeah,
What?
it's a superstition.
You can't have three in a picture because the one in the middle will die.
What?
Yeah.
No, that's one of the ones
It's
that I
it.
don't.
I should have died a long time
Exactly,
ago.
right?
Yeah.
Lahat ng epic pic natin, tatlo lang tayo.
Oh my gosh, and I've been in the middle.
No,
I know.
we're always we take different positions. I mean, like
Standing
standing in front of the
photographic position.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
And then Malditang Divine, this is so true. Malditang Divine says, ikaw na nga ang nang-agaw, ikaw pa ang
Kapag
praning.
Yeah. Yes.
But that's because
That's
they are
because-
mga agaw.
yeah.
That's why
Because
they're
you know that
paranoid.
it can be done to you as
Exactly.
Mm.
Ginagawa mo eh, kaya takot ka na maggawa sa'yo.
Yeah.
But it's really true.
Like they say, ang magnanakaw galit sa
takot
kapwa.
sa praning.
well. Ano?
Ang magnanakaw. Takot sa kapwa.
Magnanakaw. Takot sa
That's a
praning.
new one.
Ang magnanakaw.
Takot sa praning.
Oo.
Alabo. Okay. Ang magnanakaw, takot sa kapwa magnanakaw.
Ah.
Just like ang dentista, takot sa kapwa dentista. Hindi.
No.
No.
Hindi naman. No.
No. Okay, and Butter Baby. Okay, this is different. This is from the point of view of the third party. Technically, the third party, the current, the
Is
real
the
is
third.
the third party.
Yeah.
Okay. So Butter Baby says, hindi porke ikaw ang nauna, ikaw ang magiging huli niya. You can be together, but you won't necessarily end up with each
together.
other.
Yeah.
Well, that's because you keep butting in.
Exactly.
Right?
Right.
Yeah.
But from the third party's point of view, exactly.
Exactly. That's what she or he is
Yeah.
going to do.
I mean, as long as you're not married,
Yeah.
it's
Free
fair
for all.
game.
Yeah.
You know, the only time it really becomes like illegal is when the other one is when the two are married already.
yeah.
Because in that case, it becomes like you can be
Sued.
right? But other than that, if it's boyfriend girlfriend, ay nako.
Jeez Louise.
Right? Marky Spidey says, again, this is the other side. This is the ex talking.
Yeah.
And the girlfriend is already with somebody new. So Marky Spidey would say, ako yung ex, new boyfriend is the third party. Huwag kang masyadong umasa. Huwag ka masyadong komportable. Huwag kang masyadong masaya. Babalik siya sa akin.
Kala mo lang yun.
Feel na isa.
Hindi, I'm just saying. Kasi kawawa naman the other guy. Walang voice, di ba?
Talaga.
Kala mo lang yun.
Ba't hindi mo vino-voicean yung third party?
But hindi yun ang binibigyan.
Ba't laging parang yung
Why don't you
current
give
ang
the
ano?
third party the
Oh,
voice?
sige, I'll give a voice to the third party also. You know what? I think I will stop being a third party and then go somewhere else. That is the voice of the third party. Because, damn it.
You know what? That's perfect that you should say that. One of the worst feeling is if you're the real relationship, but you are made to feel like you're
You're
the
third party. That's right.
Right?
Oh, man.
Right.
You shouldn't be made to feel like you're the third party if you're the real one.
Should have brought a punching bag to today's show.
Oh. All right.
And gloves.
Yeah.
The entry that caps off the bottom half of the top 10 things to say to the third party comes from Yon Tifian.
Yon Tifian says,
Take your best shot. If you succeed, keep him. Because a truly good man can never be taken away.
Here, yay!
Right?
That's it.
Like, go. Give it your best shot.
I agree.
Because if you can get him by
He's not
flirting
worth
with him,
it.
then I don't want him.
I don't want him.
But if you give it your best shot and he stays, then thank you for
That's what
helping me
my
out.
friend did.
Right?
Okay, so my friend had a boyfriend.
Yeah.
But there's this girl who's been wanting her boyfriend.
Yeah.
So she tries. She really flirts with him, and then she goes to my friend and says,
Go.
no, she goes to my friend and says, we want to watch a movie. I'm going to ask your boyfriend to watch a movie with me.
Oh,
What?
Yeah, she did.
What kind of a girl does that?
And then my friend goes, just
Whoa.
calmly, she said, go ask him. And if he says yes, go. She never lost her cool, and the boyfriend didn't go with her.
Nice.
Oh, snap.
Right?
Yeah.
You can try. Go ahead.
Pero
try.
that's a dangerous game you're playing.
Yes.
Because like what if I'm the guy and I see that you're complacent with me?
No, she wasn't complacent.
Because there's a difference between
Yeah.
complacent and like, I know my boyfriend, so
Okay.
go and ask him.
Yeah.
That's
I
nice.
I think she felt the way that Yon Tifian's entry.
Yeah.
Like, if you can get my boyfriend to go with you,
Then he's not worth it.
Yeah.
Then he's not worth it. What good is that to me? What
That's
kind of
true.
a guy
Because
is that?
because the flirting will not stop.
Yeah.
Even when you're married, it won't
Will-
stop.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you need somebody who has the gumption to stick to the.
Plus, when
the
you're not
relationship.
looking, they have to be
They
the
have
ones
the one-
protecting
yeah.
you.
And you can't make bantay all the time.
That's true.
Exactly.
You have to be able to trust them that, despite the temptation, they will be true to you.
There's so
Diba?
much to say.
I know.
Okay lang yan.
Right? Very nice.
Easy.
Okay, sorry, not the bottom half, but the tap.
The tap.
It's the tap.
Yeah.
Like this tweet.
Taft.
Taft is what? A
That's
general?
tapping you.
Yes, that's
He's a general, right?
I don't remember if he's a general.
I don't know. He's part of a song.
No, he's but he is
Amanda.
part of the
And the other street is also a general, like
McKinley.
McKinley.
no Joey, Tito, Vic, and Joey Boulevard.
How is that a general?
No, Dewey.
Oh, Dewey.
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 Dewey. Tito, Vic, and Dewey.
Dewey.
No, because Pinoys pronounce Dewey as Dewey.
Dewey.
They
yeah.
say Dewey Boulevard.
Really?
Yeah.
They say Dewey. but it's Dewey. Okay, like Huey, Louie, and Dewey.
I'm getting confused.
Huey, Louie, and Dewey.
Stop it.
Yeah. Are they Donald Duck's nephews?
Yes.
Or Mickey Mouse?
No.
No.
Mickey
Donald
Mouse
Duck.
is Mortimer and...
Mickey Mouse has nephews?
Yeah, only 2. Donald Duck has 3.
3.
Pero duck, not mouse.
Duh.
Yeah. Okay.
Duh.
Duck. Duck. The top 10 things to say to a third party if you want to join us for today. And I know you want to join us for today. News. Together, we're Delamar. News.
You guys shut up.
Okay, fine. Do the news.
At least you called us guys.
I was running.
At least you called us guys.
I know. Hello and good morning, everybody. It's time. Oh, no. Sorry, this is going to be bad news. I feel bad already.
Again?
And right at the day that we're doing this top
I know.
10.
See, I'm telling you, the world is getting gloomier every single day.
Hello, everybody. It's time for the news. Johnny Depp has secretly split from longtime girlfriend Vanessa Paradis, according to reports. The actor began dating French singer Paradis back in 1998, and they set up home in the south of France with their 2 children, Lily Rose, 12, and Jack, 9. But an article suggests Depp's huge success has caused tension in the relationship. Amid speculation, the couple is now leading separate lives. A source tells the publication, quote, Vanessa went 7 years between albums and several years between film projects, while he became Captain Jack Sparrow from Pirates of the Caribbean. The rumors are further fueled by allegations Paradis intentionally skipped the Paris premiere of Depp's The Rum Diary last November. A representative for Depp had yet to respond to requests for a comment. The couple last walked a red carpet together at the Cannes Film Festival back in 2010.
Wow, that's more than a year.
Yeah.
My gosh.
And remember, they're one of the couples where, like Mel Gibson, before things happened, we would always say, these are the couples that we sort of like, we go, these are the dream
solid.
couples.
Yeah,
they're solid. You can't shake them. And it's like, isn't it nice? Ever since he was not really so famous, he was with Vanessa, and then he hit it big, and he's now the biggest superstar in the world, and they're still going strong,
Yeah.
and then this happens.
I'm so sad.
Let's all just not fall in love.
Like, for now, the only Hollywood couples that are still going strong that I would put in this category would be maybe Tom Hanks
And Rita Wilson.
Wilson. I used to put Johnny Depp and his wife,
In
Mel
that same-
Gibson and his wife, in the same, like, unshakable category.
I remember
This is
Johnny Depp
horrible.
was being asked about Vanessa Paradis and, you know,
Yeah.
how he fell in love.
They have kids, right?
Two.
Yes, they do. 2 kids. He was saying that he saw her back during a party, and he fell in love.
Oh my
Just her
goodness.
back. And then she turned, and it got better, because you can see the face.
Because she brought sexy back.
Oh, this is horrible. And I always thought, like...
And Johnny, really? I feel so sad. Like, he's a really, like... Of course, we don't know these people, right? They're
Yeah.
celebrities,
Yeah.
but you have a feeling they're...
You root for certain celebrities.
Yeah, you feel like they're more real to you than other celebrities.
There are certain relationships which we consider pillars of like...
Because they've been together
give us-
forever.
Certain relationships are like your beacons of hope that love does exist. And then, you know, you wake up to the sad reality that, hey, it ends too.
Yeah, especially, let's say, with Johnny Depp. He's the biggest blockbuster superstar in the world. And then you're like, but look, he's sticking with one girl. He can have all the women in the world if he wanted to. But he's sticking with just one.
And they did say that during the filming of The Tourist that Angelina was
Jolie.
going to try.
Oh, really?
Those are the rumors,
the
right?
rumors, right.
But he remained calm about it, and he's all right.
See, so they like
Well,
you're
it
thinking...
doesn't necessarily mean that they broke up because of a third party. Or
Oh, well,
No,
yeah, that's
I mean,
true.
What the article is suggesting is that it's the separateness of their lives
Yeah.
that has, you know, created a wedge between them.
So that's why they really say, like, be careful of what you wish for. You know, sometimes you're like, I wish I were the biggest Hollywood star in the world. You know, like Julia Roberts, Tom Hanks. You know, sometimes it's not as great as you think. It's great.
It's great for us who look from the outside.
Exactly. But you know, if you were to ask them, some might not be...
Oh my gosh.
There was
I feel bad.
there was a quote from Jim Carrey that I read earlier on this morning because I was looking for life quotes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that today before I went here. Jim Carrey said, "I wish that everybody would get rich and famous
So that
they would know that that's
It's
not
not
what
the
it's all
answer
about.
to
Yeah.
life's problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, we always think like if I just won the lotto, I'd be happy. Not necessarily. You might
You'd
think
be
it would
materialistically happy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like as the great Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, whatever other
Diddy.
names he has,
Diddy.
once said, "More money, more problems."
yeah.
Okay, well that's very sad news. for
I
you guys.
know.
But this might be good for third parties or wannabe third parties to Johnny Depp.
Exactly.
Ay,
Like
nako.
if you want Johnny Depp, you do something.
Well,
now.
ano man, no, everyone's going now. Johnny's back in the market, but nobody's really saying Vanessa's back on the
because
market.
not a lot of people remember
I
her.
know.
I remember her.
I do too.
Mhm. But anyway,
Aw,
okay.
and the
The
kids.
kids.
Yeah.
You gotta feel for the kids.
Love sucks.
You know what? He never showed any sign of it.
He never shows emotion. Period.
Well, that's true.
He hardly shows any emotions. You don't see him happy. You don't see him sad. He just has this like stone-faced expression all the time.
But when you watch him during interviews, you know you're talking to a legend.
Yeah.
He will be a legend. He will be one of them, like Marlon Brando.
Yeah.
Right.
And he's always like so
Charlton
untouchable, right?
Heston.
Yes.
But his untouchability fades when he's with an even bigger untouchable. Like he was interviewed together with Al Pacino, and he was like a
Oh.
little boy next to Al.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Next
Right.
to Al.
That's Al
Nux,
Pacino.
close
Right?
kayo. Next to
As in,
Al.
he really looked like a fanboy
Yeah.
for the first time. I've never seen him like
It's
that.
always nice to see that actually. Like
Right?
big celebrities.
And
being all-
it doesn't get any bigger than
I
Al
know.
Pacino,
Yeah.
Robert De Niro. These are the folks bigger.
I don't
than
think these boys are fanboys to anyone.
Danny DeVito.
right?
Not Danny DeVito. That's the news for now here on the Morning Rush. We hope you recover by the time we get to the next news break.
I know.
For now, it's back to the music here on the Morning Rush with Chico, Delamar, and Gino on Manila's hottest RX 93.1.
Usually, when you hear entries and it's like, is something wrong?
Is everything
something up?
okay?
Yeah, are you okay? Yeah. All right, so we're doing the top 10 for today. Everyone's really getting into it. The top 10 messages for the third party.
Because you know what? Even if you haven't ever been cheated or haven't had a bad experience with a third party,
Yeah.
if you are in a relationship, that's one of the things that
It's
you'd
the
be
fear.
scared of.
That's
yeah,
right.
That's the fear.
So thank you
But-
to Dance Empress for this.
But sometimes it's that fear that destroys a relationship.
True.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. But sometimes it's also right. You have to learn how to listen to your instinct.
All right, so we're doing the runners up first, okay? So Andy Mole says, pare, hindi naman toyo o suka ang girlfriend ko para iyong sausawan.
Tama.
Huwag kang nakikisawsaw.
Kang sasaw-saw. One person only.
Camila says, let's get one thing clear. I'm the third party. You're the fourth.
Oh
May
my
pila.
gosh! There's a third party among the third parties.
There's a waiting list.
Oh
Pumila
man.
ka. Nauna ako
Get in
dito.
line.
Nauna akong third
No
party.
pushing.
No, not with third party.
Oh, pero in the hierarchy of things, you're still...
Yeah,
Third first.
you'd be paranoid with the one who comes after. you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then Butter Baby says, hindi mo ba nabasa ang instructions? 2 players only.
Ah, that's true.
Right?
Yeah.
You twitted me. It's really twitted ah.
Yeah.
Binakuran ko na nga. Naagaw pa.
Mm.
Like literally, if you put a fence, it means, look, nobody beyond this point.
Mhm.
But no, you ignore all
No, but sometimes
limitations.
when you see a sign that says no trespassing,
The more you
want to like go over that fence and see what's in there, because obviously it's something that you protect.
I don't. You know, that's why there are more love stories than there are stories about adultery and all that.
Mhm.
Because I think it's more common to have people breaking up because of third parties. So in the movies, you want to feel and see that love still works.
That's right. They set your expectations high only for you to get disappointed.
Exactly.
Right? And
Right.
Butter Baby was saying,
Hollywood.
alam mo kung anong wala ka na meron ako? Siya.
Hmm.
This is the palaban kind of.
Ah.
Like, it's not so much the you're stealing him away from me. It's more like, you know what you have? You know what I have that you don't? Him.
So take that.
Andre Manalo was saying, walang kabit kung walang gusto ng kabit. Walang kabit kung walang magpapakabit.
That's true.
I agree.
Yeah. You know what? Like we were saying earlier.
'Cause it takes
they
two
can
to tango.
try. They can all try. But if nobody bites the bait,
Yeah.
then there's no such thing. Kaya lang may kumakagat eh.
Yeah, that's it. That's
Right?
that's really where the sadness is.
Yeah.
You know, I was just talking about this to somebody yesterday, and I was saying that I don't get why it's so difficult to just, because if you really feel like you're gonna cheat on the person anyway, and if you're just together like boyfriend girlfriend, then have the
What's the
decency
point?
to break up before you do anything.
I really don't know why people do what they do.
Right. I mean, okay, think about it this way. If you break up with that person, yeah, you come out as a bad guy because, you're the one who fell out of love or whatever, but at least you didn't cheat. At
Yeah.
least you have your hands clean. At least you have that.
At least that.
Yeah. And eventually when the person gets over you, she'll be like, at least you had the decency to do so. Instead of just, going behind my back.
And doing
Not
something.
my back, but like to whoever's back. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
And Butter Baby was saying, tinulak mo siyang palayo. Tapos nung nahulog siya, ako ang sumalo. Tapos ngayon babawiin mo.
Oh,
You know,
'cause that's a
happens
different.
sometimes.
Yeah, that happens.
It's like she rejects him, so the other she hooks up with him, and then when she saw that, wait a minute, somebody picked him up. Okay, I want him back.
Yeah. It's just like, when kids play with toys.
Yeah.
They don't like the toy until another kid comes along and, plays
gets
with it.
Yeah, exactly. Custer Winston is a different kind of third party to a third party app. Dear Instagram, please be available to Android. It's a different kind of third party.
Isn't it?
Third party.
It's
No.
not.
Only on
It's
like
only
iPhone.
on iPhone.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
okay.
Next, from Neil Yamato. Ilang beses ba kitang ipa-flush? Pabalik-balik ka eh. Just keep coming back. Now some people act like that. You don't know how to get rid of them. You
Diba?
try everything, but they seem to just keep bouncing back.
They can't take a hint.
Yeah. Minsan nga hindi na hint eh. But they're
It's
still
all
they
out.
keep
It's all
coming
in
back.
your face.
Right? And the entry that caps off the bottom half of the top 10 things to say to a third party, I find this funny because it wasn't so much an entry but a comment. So the Pink Topaz retweeted, because first I sent the topic, right? I tweeted
Yeah.
the topic. And then I put a second message which said, third party could mean the kabit, a rival mandaligaw, your current ex, someone making the moves on your boyfriend, girlfriend.
Yeah.
So she retweeted that, and then she put a message after that which went, also known as desperado. All that.
That's true.
Kabit, rival manligaw, current ex, someone making the moves on your boyfriend, girlfriend. In other words, desperado.
Because if you have any self-respect, you wouldn't go for somebody who is just seeing you on the side.
Yeah. That
You know
is true.
what? As we're talking about this, I wonder what third parties listening to
feeling.
us while we're talking.
That's true.
Because there are people who are listening to us who are sending the entries. They're the ones who are the one
third
of the
party,
two.
yeah.
But then there are people who are the third party listening to us. I wonder what they feel.
That is right.
Sakit siguro. Pero isipin mo
think?
na lang. Yeah.
Because iba palaban eh.
Because
Yeah,
I mean, imagine.
other people. I mean,
No, but I'm sure, like to a certain extent, you'll feel a little bit of guilt with all the entries that are being sent in today.
That is
if
the
you're
hope.
a third party.
that's the hope.
That is the
That's
hope.
the hope.
And then, okay, imagine this little guilt that you feel. Imagine that pain, and you multiply that, and then that's pretty much what the non-third parties are feeling.
Okay, this is sad. Thanks, Dance Empress.
I know, right?
Like, thank you.
While we're at it, can we just say hi to Fran? She's tuned in.
Fran,
Hey,
your
Fran.
song's coming up.
Hi.
Good morning. Okay, so here we go. If you want to join the top 10 things to say to a third party, I am trying my best to read all the entries. Monster Radio, RX 93.1, and here we go.
Don't
We've
panic.
Got some greets.
Actually, a lot of people were asking. Okay, somebody, what was that? There was a question on Twitter. DJ Ammer, what's that? Jack the Jammer was saying, Del, what if you're married already? Are we still going to let the other girl ask your man to watch a movie with her?
Sampal.
No.
Sampunutan.
If it's a husband, it already looks weird.
Yeah. I mean,
As to me, just put yourself in the other person's shoes.
yeah. It's
If
as
you're the
simple as
one
that.
being asked by a married man to watch a movie with him, or a married woman asking
You that she will watch a movie with your husband.
Yeah. I mean, just think of how would you feel?
Right. I
Just
think
how would you
I think it's
feel?
called compassion. It's as simple as that. Like, imagine if you were on the other side of the fence.
Yeah. That's it. If you were the one married and your
But
husband
sabagay,
starts to watch a movie with some
with
other
that
girl?
with that train of thought, if you were on the other side of the fence, put yourself in the shoes of the third party. What if you're really, really in love with this person and you feel like you have to fight for that
And
person?
I
No,
think
deal
that-
with it.
But I think that's the justification that most people say.
Because
Diba? Yun na nga
I'm
eh.
really in love. Deal with it.
Yeah.
They're taken.
They're
Exactly.
taken.
Yeah.
Accepted.
No,
Here's
because like
one-
remember that your friend said
If you
ask
love
him-
them- if you
ask
love them
him,
enough.
diba? You always say ask my boyfriend. If he says yes, then go ahead. But if they're married, I'd be like, hell no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hands off, biatch.
Yeah.
Yokan was asking, allow me to express a third-party sentiment. Masama bang magmahal? Hashtag, posibleng may pinaghuhugutan.
Posible.
Ano, posible
Posible.
lang. We're not saying na meron pinaghugutan.
You know what? The act of loving is not the problem. It's what you do.
It's what you do with it.
Yeah.
You can love anybody, even if they are married, but it's what you do.
Okay.
Do you pursue
You could be like
them?
Don Quixote. You remember what Don Quixote told Dulcinea?
No, I wasn't
He was
there.
like, I was there kasi, close kami. He was-
Order ng cream puff.
Ay, nako. Pwede ring salpikaw. He was like, he said to Dulcinea, just give me the honor of loving you. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
You don't have to do anything for
Actually,
me.
the loving is not bad. The home wrecking that's the bad
Is
part.
the bad part.
There's a big diff. We always fall in love with people from afar, or let's say, sayang, he or she is taken already. That's okay. There's no crime committed.
That's true.
But when you start taking steps to wreck
That's
a relationship, that's different. So, hindi kasalanan magmahal, kasalanang maging biatch.
As everybody's starting to say their opinions,
Yeah.
I'm thinking the opinions expressed in this program in no way reflect
The opinions of the management.
Yeah, this is
and,
just us.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
us.
It's a freewheeling discussion.
Sa mga different aspects of of life. Kasi merong isa happily
Happy
in a relationship.
in a relationship.
Happy wailing. Yung dalawa naman.
Happy wailing, free wailing.
Free wailing.
Yeah.
Free soaring, tumbling, free wailing. Through an endless diamond sky. All right. Can we do greets?
Yes.
Tim Bartsky is just saying, good luck to the pupils in National Math Challenge elimination. So good luck to all of you. I never would have joined that competition because I suck at math. Jedi Master 0706 is just saying, Photo Rush Challenge is up. It's Photo Rush Trees. So if you want to join.
Trees. Oh my goodness.
Oh, trees today?
Oh, like before 4. Trees.
May I say
Yes,
something?
of course you can.
We're calling on the Don Bosco Technical College Mandaluyong Grand Alumni Homecoming, dubbed as The Gathering. Sorry, that is the event. We're not calling on them. That's the event, and it happens this Saturday, January 21, at the DBTC Elementary Quadrangle. The mass starts at 5 p.m. The host batch is DBTC Mandaluyong High School batch of 1987. We'll see you there.
Hey, did we greet Eric John King's greet?
No.
The ad and promo team of Bench. They're all locked in right now on their way to work.
Hey, we got
hello.
something from Bench,
Hello,
actually.
Eric. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we did. At
Baka
the
kailangan nyo ng
awareness.
bagong models.
Well, thank you.
I mean, we have the faces and the bodies of models.
Yeah.
We could replace the you remember the billboards that they had on EDSA before?
Who's my favorite Bench model?
Ako no comment na lang. Hey.
Today on Star World.
Oh joy!
Yes, yes.
Because we were in Hong Kong, right? So we missed the Golden Globes. Are there like replays? I missed it completely. I wanted to watch
watched
it.
the whole thing.
Oh, I want to watch it. I hope
It's
they
worth
replay it.
if only for Ricky Gervais.
I know.
And what
I
he did to
know.
Johnny Depp.
I know.
But they say what he did last year was more whoa.
Well, because it was a first.
Yeah.
And no host had done
I've never
what he
done
had
that
done.
before. Yeah.
Yeah, but now everyone's more prepared. Everyone feels like, okay, now we got to have some humor around us,
Yeah.
with him there.
And some people were actually fighting back.
Yeah,
Like,
Madonna,
Madonna
did it.
did, yeah.
I think it was it? Oh no, George Clooney went on stage with a cane. Yeah, and then.
But what was it all in good fun, or was it like with
No, with good fun. Like Madonna and Ricky are friends.
Our friend.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's a good thing that they're
Well,
you know.
what was scary was when Ricky Gervais introduced Johnny Depp. Because remember what he said last year?
Yes. Yeah.
And he did it again. He did it again, but I think now, like, Johnny has, some sense of humor around it. I don't think he's taking himself seriously.
Because the last year, the most awkward one was with Steve Carell. At least for me.
Why? They're good friends.
No, because Ricky Gervais had said, blah, blah, blah.
He's leaving the office.
Leaving a potential cash cow. The ungrateful Steve Carell.
Oh, I thought that was also funny. Maybe
it was a cringe factor.
Well, I think if you know that they're good friends, you'd find it funny.
Yeah.
But if you think that...
But from the way they were...
Actually, what would be telling is Steve Carell's face.
Yeah.
How he reacted.
He's always deadpan, though.
Yeah, he was so deadpan.
It's hard to tell.
And he was just like, ha, 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 you are so funny.
Oh my gosh, you can't say anything.
Yeah,
it can go either way.
Yeah, so you don't really know if it was, it was maybe they're just really good actors, which they are.
Which they are.
Or I don't know. I'm not sure. We'll never know, I guess.
I think there will be a replay over the weekend, though.
I want to watch. All right, so here we go. The top 10 things to say to a third party. Thank you to Dance Empress for sending this in. You tweeted me, says, pag tuluyan mo na siyang naagaw, hindi ko siya aagawin sa'yo, tulad ng ginawa mo sa akin.
You shouldn't, because nagpaagaw siya.
Yeah.
It only means something.
And they're agawable. And Rai was saying, sige, magsama kayo at mag-swimming kayo. Hindi kayo malulunod. Lulutang kayo kasi pareho kayong plastic.
Who said that?
Rai. Malditang Divine says, te, ganda-ganda ng hair mo. Sarap sa bunutan.
Is it sambunutan or sabunutan?
Sabunutan. What's sambunutan?
I always thought it was sambunutan.
Sambunutan?
I don't know.
Weird. Okay, Lilo Boy says, I'll be fine. Thank you for not asking.
No.
Like, after you steal her away from me, I'll be fine. You're not asking me. I'm just telling you, I'll be fine. And Dore Rose says, tandaan mo lang, ako ang girlfriend, kayo, MU lang. Malanding ugnayan. That's another meaning for MU. Jay Ryan says, alam mo, para ka lang namang waiter eh. Tatawagin ka lang ng boyfriend ko pag kailangan ka niya.
No, but still,
what is he doing asking somebody
else? Why would
else?
the boyfriend need someone else?
Yeah.
Believe it or not, some people are okay with that. As long as they're... You know that...
You deserve better.
You know like how a lot of housewives say, basta sa akin siya umuwi. Okay lang.
Yeah, like that when If I Were a Boy, R. Kelly came out with a song, his version of it. It's You I Come Home To or something like that.
There.
That's horrible. That's a horrible.
Honestly.
Well, who are we to say?
Honestly, to me, it's like, never mind.
Never mind.
Diba?
No matter how much I love you, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
Every time you come home, I'm thinking, where have you been?
And the jealousy will kill you.
Who were you with?
Exactly.
Where did you put that?
Yeah.
Put what?
Your hands.
Your heart.
Yeah. Your heart.
At saka, you'd feel like a garage.
Exactly.
You're just somewhere you park your car.
You're like a boarding house.
To me, what is the point? What's the point in that?
It's true.
At saka you're like a garage, right? Because you bring your car to all these fun places where you want to go, and then when like time to sleep, okay, go to the garage, park the car, and then no thank you. Ay nako.
But then again, who are we to say? Because for some people, it might just be,
it's their reality.
It might be enough. Yeah.
Actually, it would be okay if you're okay with a third party, but who you get is also okay with a third
party.
So I mean,
if it's an open relationship.
Yeah.
Like Andrei Kirilenko, the basketball player.
Yes.
He has an agreement with his wife that once every year he can sleep with anybody. He has like a date
clause in his prenup.
In his prenup, and the wife agreed to it because the wife understands that the
better
pressures
than
of
cheating on me all year round.
Yeah.
The wife understands that the pressures of basketball and whatever. Yeah.
Yikes.
Yikes, no?
I don't know. I don't like that. Butter Baby says to the kabeta, sana naisip mong sorry. Hindi ka nga pala nag-iisip.
Well, that's true. Mostly you're feeling.
Yeah. And Homer Singson says, to a rival manliligaw, dude, in case she chooses you, take good care of her.
That's nice. That's a really nice sentiment.
It's a very gentlemanly way to...
Yeah. But
it hurts.
But that's also because he hasn't had her.
Yeah.
It's different when she's already your girlfriend.
This only works with if you're still
on
on
equal footing.
You're on equal footing.
And
It's the martyr way,
it is true.
right? Because it's
or
like
the gentlemanly,
the
because she's
gentlemanly-
made her decision.
Yeah. And the top thing to say to a third party comes from Jam Sparks.
Jam Spark says,
Alam mo, kahit nung kaming dalawa lang, napakagulo na. Sumama ka pa.
you made things even more complicated.
Even without you, we're
It
having
was,
a hard time. So you're not helping by, adding a monkey wrench into this already
but that's
turbulent
probably
relationship.
why.
Yeah, he
It
sees
was-
it as an
yeah.
opportunity.
Yeah.
Because things are not going well within.
That's why they say mas madaling huliin ng manok na nakatali. Because especially if this girl is like, let's just say,
Or manok na walang pakpak. At walang paa. Ang dali nun.
ang dali talaga nun.
Nasa grocery.
Gumugulong lang yun.
Nasa grocery sa cold storage section.
Naka-vacuum pack pa yan.
Mas madaling hulihin yun.
Dali nun.
Kaysa sa manok na nakatali.
Correct.
Correct. Diba?
Ay, nako.
Okay.
Yeah. Ang cute naman. Okay, bigla ko naisip. Parang butterball. Okay, the top 10 things to say to a third party. I came from the country, USA. Now, if you're USA, you can be like American or Usasian.
Usation.
So American and Usasian, the same.
The same.
It's
That's
the
right.
same. But if you're from different province, like Arkansas, Alabama, Elayan, San Franciscan, Caloocan, Malabanan.
You know what? All the Canadians are probably going, what is going on?
What's going on? It's harder to understand this time around.
Yeah.
Yes, did you know that Canada is the biggest province in the USA?
You're going to anger the Canadians.
Yes, and that's where Justin Bieber and
Avril.
Celine Dion,
Avril, Simple Plan.
Ryan Gosling. No.
Isn't he?
No. What's his face?
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds and Bradley Cooper.
Oh, that's why he speaks French.
Yes, that is why he speaks French. He's from Quebec or something like that, if I'm not mistaken.
Or the French-speaking part of Canada.
Yeah.
I was going to say Canada. Bad you.
It really gets to you after a while.
You know, you will single-handedly bring down the call center industry in this country. All of a sudden, we won't be competitive.
Yeah.
What?
Thanks to you.
Yeah, thanks to you.
No. Me running for Mr. ZXZ Call Center 2012 competition.
You know what? Remember, we've been asked to host Christmas parties in call centers.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to happen this year.
Oh, hey. Can we just say hello to Phil Younghusband? He's actually tuned in.
Hello, Phil.
On the way to training, so have a great day too, man.
In that case,
What?
I will bring out my British accent.
British.
British. It's British.
Yes.
I'm ashamed.
Yeah, like, Phil, we have
Phil,
nothing to do with this
I'm
other
sorry,
guy, okay?
man.
Sorry.
You know, we're not
He does
friends
not
with
speak
him.
for us.
Yes, he really doesn't.
Yeah, I you know what? Phil and I would have a lot to talk about.
I'm sure.
I have a very wide background of kickball. Yo!
You are embarrassing.
I know.
No.
You're talking to an ASCAL.
I know.
Exactly. I love soccer.
You be careful.
Ay, nako.
So do I.
Yes, and I love.
I'm sure you do.
Yeah, so do I.
And I love football. You put the ball and you kick. That's football. See?
He's probably going, what in the world did I get myself into?
Did I step into a new planet?
I
Yes,
know.
you did, Phil.
Yes, you did.
Yes. We feel you, Phil. Phil na
Stop
Phil.
it.
I'm sorry.
Stop it.
It's a bitter Phil. That I have.
Next time. Yeah, never mind.
You can fill an apple.
Okay, tama na.
Okay.
Please stop it.
Stop
you know,
it.
we're still friends, and I don't want to like just. You know.
Let's see here. Rai Rai says, buti na. Okay. Sa dami ng inagaw mo, dumadami ang baggage mo. Okay lang, mukha ka namang kargador.
Hey,
Okay.
there are nice looking cargadors out there.
Oh, yes. I mean, yes.
Said with experience.
I know.
No, because there are handsome men all over, no matter what job they do, regardless of the job.
Social status.
Yeah.
Claire Allen says, you gave new meaning to the word ex-best friend. If the third party was a best friend.
And sometimes that happens.
It really happens.
It really does.
Dore Rose says, thank you for saving me from one of the biggest mistakes I ever made. Him.
You dodged a bullet.
You dodged a bullet.
Yeah.
You can think of it that way.
So some people say it's all about perspective.
Yeah.
Right?
I agree.
So if let's just say you were in a relationship and then your boyfriend or your girlfriend cheated on you, think of it that way, that you just dodged the bullet. You could have ended up marrying
with
the person.
him, right?
Yeah.
Somebody who would cheat on you.
Yeah.
Pop Trop says, I'm sexy and I know it. You're ugly and you show it.
Oh my God.
I like that one.
Biatch.
Remember that line?
Yeah.
Rai Rai says, ang sabi mo, kung lupa nga na may titulo na aagaw. Ang sabi ko naman, just because everyone is doing it doesn't make it right.
Right.
That's true.
The one I heard was, kung ang continents nga naghihiwalay, tayo pa.
My mom always told me that before. Na the whole just because everybody's doing it doesn't mean you should do it too. Like, what if everybody starts to jump off of a building? Would you?
That's such a parent thing,
Right?
Yeah.
To say.
It really is.
But there are animals who do that. The lemmings.
They say it's not true.
Oh, is
I
it
just
not?
found out like last year.
That it's not
Apparently, they don't do that. It's a myth. It's something that was.
Then why?
I don't know.
They're collectively sad as a group.
Apparently, they never run off of a cliff as a group. It just doesn't happen.
It has
So the game was a lie? You've never played Lemmings, the game?
No.
Oh my God, what's wrong with you two?
Well, how much time do you have?
You can just
How much time do you have?
email me the PDF file.
Oh, Gerald says, ikaw pala ang MU ng boyfriend ko. MU. Mukhang unggoy. And then Dying Girl says, pasalamat ka, hindi ako marunong mag-drive. Kundi, kanina pa kita sinagasa. And then Troy Merculio and Chazzy Boy says, Satan go away! Satan go away! When you see the kabit.
That's it. That's the best thing to say.
One. Yeah. Raj Jewel says, die, bitch.
Simple as that.
I love
I know,
simple
right?
ones. Yeah.
And Gerald says, ano bang rason mo talaga? Mahal mo ba siya talaga? O galit ka sa akin?
True.
Right?
But girls are most likely to do this.
Oh my goodness, this is a new thing.
Yeah.
For all you know, some people are actually fooling around with your boyfriend, girlfriend
Not
because they
because-
hate you.
Yeah, not because they like your boyfriend,
But
but
just
they
to-
hate you.
And they want to
To
punish
mess
you.
with your head.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Dying Girl says, para kang linta. Kapit ka ng kapit, at habang kumakapit ka, lalo kang tumataba.
Which is true.
The leech
Yeah.
drinks
I
blood,
actually
it gets fatter.
I never recognized leeches because for as long as I can remember, I always see leeches like fat.
Yeah.
Because they've fed.
They've fed.
But I have never seen them before feeding, and they look like worms.
They do.
And then they have suctions on both ends of
Yes.
their bodies, and then they travel the forest floor.
Yeah.
Like they will put their one sucker down, and then they will swing the other part of their body like a slinky.
Like a slinky. And
Ew,
the thing
that's
is,
so gross.
they inject you with a
a
painkiller.
chemical, yeah, so that you don't feel it.
you don't
You
feel it, yeah.
never feel
A leech.
leeches drinking blood from
Drinking
you.
blood. It's the same thing with mosquitoes. They secrete this anticoagulant,
Yeah.
so that the blood doesn't clot,
Yeah.
and the wound doesn't heal,
Mhm.
so that they can drink.
Pero sana yung third party ganun din, di mo rin nararamdaman. Pero chances are, nararamdaman mo yun.
No, sometimes that's the painful thing. Pag hindi mo nararamdaman na meron palang third party.
Yeah,
And then
because there
you'll
you
find
are
out.
thinking that your life is so happy.
Thinking it's a fairy tale when in fact it's a horror story.
I know.
Horror
story.
story.
You think everything's peachy and the next thing you know,
Hey,
bam!
what happened? What happened?
And,
I know. I joined the morning show. That's what happened.
And the top thing to say to a third
That's what
party
happened.
comes from Butter Baby.
You opened my eyes.
Shush. Butter Baby says.
Bakit lahat ng fairy tale love story may evil witch
You're the evil witch.
Right? There's
You're
always an
no
evil
Snow
witch.
White, you know.
Yeah.
You're no Sleeping Beauty. Neither
But-
are you a Cinderella.
It's true. But to the third party, you could be that witch.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all a matter of perspective.
Pero laging may. I'm not
Oo.
saying it's you.
You.
It could be
Laging
me.
may.
Pero palaging may evil witch.
Yeah.
That's true.
All right. So the top 10 things to say to a third party, whatever a third party may be to you. Okay, just key in RX, space your entries, and send them to 2299. Or you can tweet us via twitter.com/RXTMR.
Best FM radio station. 20th KBP Golden Dove Awards. Monster Radio, RX 93.1.
Chico, Delamar, Gino. The Morning Rush.
Hello, everybody. This is Del back for the final news update here on the Morning Rush. Let's do this. Mark Wahlberg has offered his apologies to the families of 9/11 victims after making, quote, insensitive comments about how he would have overcome the terrorist hijackers who flew a plane into New York's Twin Towers. The fighter star was originally booked on United Airlines Flight 175, which departed from his native Boston, Massachusetts, bound for the Big Apple on September 11, 2001. But he decided to fly a week earlier to Toronto, Canada instead. That decision saved his life, but Wahlberg recently claimed he would have done more to fight back against the terrorists who took over the plane had he actually been on board the fateful flight. In a new interview with Men's Journal magazine, he says, and I quote, "If I was on that plane with my kids, it wouldn't have went down like it did. There would have been a lot of blood in that first-class cabin, and then me saying, okay, we're going to land somewhere safely, don't worry," unquote. Wahlberg's boast sparked controversy when the article was released online on Wednesday, and he immediately came under fire from the friends and families of those who perished in the terrorist attacks, including the widow of one of the Flight 93 heroes who overcame terrorists plotting to crash land in Washington, D.C. and gave up their lives to force the plane down in a Pennsylvania field. In a statement to TMZ.com, he says, quote, "To speculate about such a situation is ridiculous to begin with. I deeply apologize to the families of the victims that my answer came off as insensitive. It was certainly not my intention."
I like that he said that because it is ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
How can you even
How
say,
can
you know,
you even
if
say,
I
if
were
I were
there,
there,
you know, the plane wouldn't have crashed. It's like, ugh.
We don't know one
You
way or
don't know.
another.
In the face of death, you don't know how you'll act
Plus,
like. You
it's
can be a
the
big
most.
action movie star, but, you know, that doesn't
And
mean...
even if you're like a soldier or whatever, who knows? Like, it could always go either way.
But for me, the point is moot.
Yeah.
The plane has crashed.
Yeah.
This is like 10 years.
And you're basically calling the people who were on that
Weak.
plane
Yeah, weak.
lame.
Yeah.
You should have done something more. You know, that's such a... But then, you know, you can't really beat up too much on him because at least he knows
That
that,
he made
it
a
was
mistake.
ridiculous to
Yeah.
begin with. That's why I love the way he put it, that, sorry, it was... I shouldn't even have been speculating
Yeah,
about
'cause
things
this
that
is
are a
ridiculous.
done deal
Yeah.
already.
Actually, when you think about it, it's heroic what those people did.
It is. They knew they were going
They
to
knew
die.
they were going to die, and it was like, well,
And they were like, if we're going to die anyway,
Anyway,
we might as well spare
save the-
other people.
Spare other people,
and
yeah.
save the White House. It
Exactly.
was going for the White House, that plane.
It was an incredible thing what they did. I mean, I had goosebumps watching 93.
United 93.
United 93, yeah. And it's true, you know, sometimes with people, you know, their bravado, they
it's easy
gets
enough.
won.
It's easy to say something when you're not in that
You're
situation.
not in that
Exactly.
situation, and sometimes, you know, you forget. Well,
Although, remember, he does have training.
But
So
even
it might have been true to some extent.
Yeah.
But arguing that point is really useless.
Yeah.
It's useless.
and you do a disservice
But I think
to
I
the
like-
departed.
yeah.
Yes.
And it's not like they didn't do anything about it.
That's true.
Yeah.
But it's a good apology.
That's what I was saying. It's
Yeah,
a
as
very
far
good
as-
apology.
As far as
okay.
apologies are concerned.
Yeah.
Because the generic is, I'm so sorry for whatever
I said.
you know, if it caused offense. But for you to say, you know what, to
was
even
ridiculous.
discuss it was
That's
ridiculous to
ridiculous.
begin with.
Yeah.
I like that part.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know what he's going through right now? He's been going to have all his tattoos taken out.
What?
Ow.
Yeah.
Oh, why?
Because he has kids.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's like,
Do you have a tattoo?
no, I never wanted a tattoo.
Do you?
No,
Okay.
I would rather go for a piercing than a tattoo.
me
'Cause-
too.
Duh.
No offense. No offense, but I really like skin.
Right.
I really love skin as is.
Just one quick one, because the other news that we were choosing between. Apparently, Michelle Williams was emancipated from her parents at 15.
Oh, was she?
She was, and then
Also
she
called
had
divorcing.
to go. She had to go through extensive therapy to deal with her parents' disapproval of her career.
Yeah.
Wow.
Apparently, that's why she had herself emancipated from her parents,
So
because
she could act.
So she
because
could act,
they
yeah.
disapproved because that's her first love.
Yeah.
But then she couldn't reconcile that with the disapproval of her parents.
Yeah, it's that big.
It's so difficult that she had to be like years of therapy.
really?
Just to deal with she
that.
had feelings of betrayal from her parents, that how could you not support me in what I love
And
doing.
what I love doing.
You know
yeah.
what? When you look at Michelle Williams, you really can tell this is a sensitive soul.
Yeah.
I mean, there are a lot of girls who want to enter show business, but for other reasons other than the craft in itself.
Yeah.
They just want to be famous.
Yeah.
They want to be rich. They want to be known, right? But she really loves to act.
And when the first reaction I had when I found out that she was playing Marilyn Monroe was like, oh my goodness, she's nowhere near as pretty as Marilyn. And then you realize they got her for that fragility.
yes,
Yeah.
that
Because
Marilyn had.
Yeah.
Like with Marilyn, it's like she was the biggest Hollywood star.
she
But
was
it's as
so-
if one chink and she would shatter into pieces. And eventually she did.
She did.
And Michelle has that. She has that broken spirit kind of vibe to her.
And I think that's why she got together with Heath.
With
I
Heath,
think
Heath
so.
is the same.
And that whole Heath thing doesn't help her now.
At all.
Because I'm sure
Exactly.
that damaged her even more.
But if you hear her acceptance speech, because she won
Yeah.
for My Week with Marilyn
Mhm.
during the recent Golden Globes, and her acceptance speech had a lot to do with her daughter,
Mhm.
saying that that she
Matilda?
yeah, she is the anchor to her life,
Nice.
and that her daughter had to stand 6 months of bedtime stories in her Marilyn Monroe
Boy.
because she's
Mr. President.
she's very breathy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once upon a time,
That's like
That's like
Gollum.
weird. I know.
my precious baby.
Anyway, that is the news for this hour. The last one, but only on the Morning Rush. You can look forward to Roro News next hour at 10 o'clock. It's the Roro Show. Jude Rocha, Rica Robles, and Karen all together here on Manila's hottest, RX 93.1.
The Morning Rush Top 10. Rush Top 10.
Monster Radio RX 93.1. All right, so
Okay, there you go.
all right, so here we go. We've got the top 10 things to say to a third party. Thank you to Dan Sempers for sending this in. Okay, let's see here. Amaranth says, nagkakaubusan na ba? Kahit taken na, tinetake out mo pa. And then from Amaranth as well. Hindi ko pinangarap na maging cashier. Ayoko kasing may cashier sa love life.
This is like a merging of
I
yesterday's
know.
topic and today.
I know. Heather Zone. This is a little like, because it's a true story. Heather Zone says, I told my ex-husband's kabit over the phone. Alagaan mo yung asawa ko ha. Kasi pag yan bumalik sa akin, ihahagis ko yan sa'yo pabalik. Ex-husband.
Yeah.
So it's really over.
It's really over. Yeah.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Coco Hernandez says, hindi kasalanan magmahal. Ang kasalanan, ang magnakaw.
That's true.
We were saying this earlier.
Yeah.
Because another
There's really
way,
nothing wrong with
Another
it.
way of saying
nothing
it.
wrong with loving.
Because love, you can't control it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it happens no matter what you do. It's what you do with it.
Yeah.
that
I mean,
really-
even if they're married, you can fall in love with them.
Yeah.
There's no crime in
Just
that.
don't do anything
But don't
about
do
it.
anything
Yeah.
about it.
Same thing for people who are married.
Yeah.
You could fall in love with single people, outside of the one you're married to.
Yeah.
It's possible.
But if you're married and you fall in love with someone else, then I'm sure there's a problem there somewhere.
But of course, because I was supposed to say, like when you see somebody's car, if you see a really nice sports car, it's one thing to really like
Want it.
Yeah.
the car, and it's another to
Steal it.
To steal it. But then of course, there's the thing called coveting,
Yeah.
which is you're already there.
and that's
Yeah.
the sin.
That's if you
Yeah.
believe in that, then that's already the sin. Just the mere coveting of somebody's
To
wife
covet is to
or
to want something that's not yours.
Yeah.
To
But
want it like actively.
to want it is to covet. To do something about it is to covet.
Okay.
Right?
Nice.
And Hikaru Jean says, thank you for letting me realize that I have a jerk for a boyfriend and a bitch for a friend.
Oh.
That's nice.
The veil has been lifted.
Right?
Right.
And Homer Singson says, you put the arte in third party. Because you're maarte.
And
Yeah.
you're a third party.
Party. Yeah. And the entry that caps off the bottom half of the top 10 things to say to a third party, this is a little violent, okay?
Okay.
From Binatang Daddy. Binigyan ko na lang ng martilyo yung boyfriend ko. Total, mahilig siya sa pokpok. Sa pokpok, di ba?
Sa pokpok ng martilyo.
Namumukpok siya eh. Masyadong violent eh. Kumukuha siya ng mga pako. Tapos pinupukpok
Tapos
niya
pinupukpok
talaga.
niya. Marami siyang anger issues.
Ang dami.
Oo.
Di ba?
Pokpok ng pokpok.
At least pako lang.
Why do you sound like a chicken?
I know.
Yeah, nagpupukpok siya eh.
This is like off tangent, okay? My brother, back when those central locking systems in cars,
Yeah.
that wasn't
Standard
yet, yeah.
at the time. So he had like an old car which didn't have that central locking system.
Okay.
So he went over to the parking and he was pointing his keys and then he went, "Kluk, kluk, kluk, kluk." I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, kunyari lang may central system. Kluk, 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 kluk.
Yeah, just in case there are like carjackers around, they would think you actually have
Exactly.
one.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's not really part of it.
No, not really. Not at all. It had absolutely nothing to do with it.
Maarti.
Maarti.
Maarti.